It's Vegas, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna fight, yeah. And then they get the crap beat out of them. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm an MMA fighter. You see, I don't use my hands. I'm a... KRT. Because let's face it, our job relies on their performance. KRT, a proprietary blend of materials rapidly absorbed into the muscle at its affected area. And if that player has a cramp, guess what? 98% effective after they had the cramp. Ho, 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 ho. But sometimes we do feel like a zombie. Did I say zombie? Have a look at this.
New word from the nation's top scientists on the zombie virus that appeared just 2 weeks ago. They released information saying the symptoms to watch for are aggression, foaming from the mouth, deterioration of motor skills, and an unbelievable hunger.
Oh, my calf! Ramping, buddy? Yeah! Try KRT. Thanks.
Oh, son, I thought you said something different.
Let's go.
Mama was wrong!
It'll make me think the next time I stop out for a bite. Well, look, less of the joking. Let's get more into the technical side. Just look at this and tell me what you think and how it can help you.
When somebody goes down with a cramp, all you have to do, you have to get them off the field anyway. So while you're stretching them, you can easily rub on the cream, and by the time they're off the field and they've had a second, and the next time they can get in for a substitution, they're ready to go. Even if we stretch the athlete, gave them Gatorade, gave them food to eat, it could have at the shortest taken 15 minutes, but they could have cramped. I've seen it where they've cramped instantly as soon as they step back on the field. 15, 20 minutes, one, the athlete's gonna be cold going back into the game. Two, the game might already be over. If they were a starter, then chances are your team's struggling without them. So the faster you can get that star player back, or starter player or main player back on the field, the better the team's chances are for success. Every athletic trainer should have KRT in their bag. It's a crucial tool to help the athletic trainer bring athletes back to 100%, which is what our job is. If you've tried everything else that doesn't work, why not try something that does work? Bam.
KRT as a product is very effective. Not only that, the price point is very inexpensive. But don't just take my word for it. We have testimonials from not only athletic trainers, coaches, and doctors that are highly accredited. Take a listen to what they have to say about KRT.
I'm Craig Reese, and I'm the athletic director at Mid-America Christian University. We have a lot of athletes that come in that get sore through some of the training that we put them through. We see cramps typically every day, and this product is just something that we've not had any person not respond with a cramp in a positive way immediately. So we're able to get effective training, we're able to get them back on the field quickly. The other thing is that a lot of times with that soreness, we start seeing athletes that start favoring a particular body part or a particular range of motion that they inhibit with their activity level that they're at. But if we can get rid of that soreness, which we've been applying before a lot of the exertion, we see them able to do more, use the correct range of motion, use the correct technique, because if we're using incorrect technique, we've wasted practice. Every athlete that we have put this product on and let them use it in the throes of a cramp, they're immediate relieved, and they're back on the court performing or field performing as soon as we can possibly get them back out there. Typically, you lost that athlete in their performance level for the rest of the contest. Now, they may go back out, but they're not the same athlete. What we're seeing is that we see not only as good an athlete, but even a better athlete, because the muscle is responding so much better. It is helpful, to make sure that we're hydrated well and that we've got the electrolyte supplements in there, but we found that there are still times whenever, no matter what preparation you have, that there are athletes that are predisposed to cramps, and they tend to get them, and that pulls them off the court. And so the cramp relief coming in with this is just so huge in being able to get that athlete back on. And we've not had a time yet that it hasn't successfully got them back into contest. We see those athletes that we are using KRT as a supplement to their workout program being able to continue at a higher intense level, and we don't have the downtime from cramps, from soreness, from lactic acid that's been building up and them not being able to perform at the level they need to. Also, the range of motion that they're getting from those individual muscle groups is greatly enhanced because of using this product. And I believe that that's the reason it's happening. Well, that athlete that is supplied with KRT is going to have a huge advantage over the other athlete.
As an orthopedic surgeon, I'm a sports medicine doctor, and I deal with athletes all the time. I take care of a number of high schools and colleges here in the community. And it's truly the only thing that, that treats the cramp where it is occurring. And it goes against everything we have been taught and everything we have learned up to this point, because nobody really has treated cramps like this. I mean, once again, this is the first substance, the first opportunity to treat it in a different fashion other than some kind of oral intake. And if you think about it intuitively, it makes sense. You apply the cream where the problem occurs. You're not putting it in the mouth, which then goes to the stomach, which then goes to the intestines, and then has to be transported to that area. You're putting it at the area where the problem is occurring. Take a sample, try it. You'll be a believer after you use it.
Because all the bulls were treated with KRT, that's why they can go all day, have the energy, and never cramp.
I put it on them, then 5-10 minutes, they were like, hey, feels better, I'm ready to go. I said, does it work? Are you working? Yeah, cramp's gone. And this is usually, typically kids that get cramps, they'll come right back out. They'll think they can go back, then they come back out of the game with a cramp. So these kids played, the rest of the game. Most of them were second half, and I'd either put it on them at halftime, or they came out cramping, put it on them then, and they'd go back in and play the rest of the game. Never have an issue. I've used it on a couple of motocross kids for forearm cramps. They call it arm pump in motocross. And they came back with positive feedback, said, yeah, I didn't get any arm pump the next moto, and it seems to work. And typically when you get cramps, you've got them. I was pretty skeptical when I first, I'm like, okay, this is the next thing, and it's worked. I'm impressed. Well, when I first started using it, I just used it on the kids that had cramps. Well, they would come off with cramps. Well, I recognized the kids that, okay, they've always got cramps. And you usually can figure that out pretty soon in the season, pretty early in the season. So start putting it on them, put them on before the game, after they've warmed up, put it on them, and then again at halftime, and never had an issue then. I mean, every trainer's got tape, Band-Aids, gauze. You need to stick this in there too.
I am Dr. Marvin Cutchins, Chief Scientific Officer for KR Technologies. What we've done is to generate a product that provides chemical energy directly to the site of the cramp. What causes a cramp? Electrolyte imbalances, water, fluids, all kind of energy bars and so forth, but we still have cramps. KRT has taken a completely different approach. We've tested it, we know it works. We do so by providing energy directly to the affected site with a transdermal penetrating enhancer to take it in quickly, and we provide chemical energy directly to the cramp muscle. There's no doubt that electrolyte balance is important. We take this to a different level. I'm a University of Florida graduate. I was actually in graduate school when Dr. Cade invented Gatorade. My colleagues at the University of Florida almost had it right. We just took it one step further. As ATP is used during exercise, it's converted to ADP, loses a phosphate. One of our components converts the ADP back to its active ATP form that can then be used again for exercise. So by treating your muscles with KRT, you provide additional energy resources to your cells during exercise. Again, we are providing topical nutrition technology, what we call TNT. It's site-specific as a way of penetrating the skin barrier very quickly. It's quickly absorbed. It goes straight to the muscle that's affected.
Remember, KRT is a proprietary blend of materials that is rapidly absorbed into the muscle at its affected area. No other product is like it or going to be like it. Be number one and be first and keep your players in the game. That's right, guys, it works. And people are dying to get it. Dying, did I say dying? Have a look at this.
Oh, my calf! Try KRT.
Mama was wrong!
Hey, man, on your left. What the? Hey, man, that KRT stuff's pretty awesome, huh?
Aren't you a zombie?
Oh, yeah. We ate the bones. We ate the bones.
You're expecting me to wrap up, but the fact is we're on a loop. So you're going to see this again. So there's no point in me saying goodbye. But there's one thing you do need to say goodbye to, and that's cramps.